Rocket 100.7 LEV. Some happy faces this morning, a big win, and it's like a soap opera, big game that we're looking forward to 2 Sundays from now. Hi, Crockett. You must be on cloud nine. The Eagles won the championship game. So, did you get any sleep? Look at you.
I did, yes. That's the benefit of playing the early game, though. It's
Yes.
the benefit of not having to wait till 6:30 for the game to happen. And, as soon as that Kansas City-Cincinnati game ended, the TV went off and stuff like that, yeah. Because I was so here's the thing.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Because I think it's I think we all how do I put this? I think we all have our faults. And I think that it's important that we recognize those and we be open about
Whose
them.
fault are you recognizing? Are you recognizing your own?
I'm not good to watch a football game with.
Oh.
I'm not good. So, by 11 o'clock yesterday, basically when like coverage started, like
11
when the
a.m.
coverage really started, I kind of, I was, you're cleaning up, you're doing other things. When my attention could really start to go towards, I was quite literally like pacing around the house.
You're like my dog. Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing next? What are we doing next?
Yeah. And then of course it's like, well, hey, well, what do you want to do for the game? And I had to very gently be like, look, if we want to go somewhere with the kids, I'm fine because I want the kids to have fun. I was like, but like I need to know that there's a TV with audio, with like all of
Wait a
those things
minute.
that yeah.
Wait a minute. You had to go somewhere yesterday?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, the goal was thank goodness, because Cole had a birthday party yesterday. Thank goodness it was over before the coverage started for the championship
Yeah.
games, because I don't even know. My my husband would have been at the party.
One of my buddies played football in college too. So anytime he and I get together, we're like X and O nerds. Like he's the defensive coordinator actually for the high school right here.
Oh, nice.
So he and I talk like it's great because it's a nerd itch that I can scratch is that football itch. But
Scratching
yesterday,
nerds.
I had posted like what do you think's going to happen in the game, and he sent me a message, and I responded back to him. I was like, is it possible that I could go to the field and just hit the one man sled, like just burn some of this energy off? Because so it's like
I
that,
don't
it's
know
like the
what that
tackling
means.
dummy. It's like the
What
big
does that mean? One man's
tackling dummy that like you hit and you can like run it across the field. It's
Oh,
just like a big
that.
pad. And he sent me a
Okay.
picture of the key to the equipment room. He's like, here you go, man. Whenever you want to go down there.
That's cool. I thought that was some weird expression that I was scared to dive into. One man sled. What? Oh, that literally is what the thing is called
Yeah.
in
So a
football.
5-man sled is what you'll see like the whole offensive
Yeah,
line hit, and then a one man's just
gotcha.
but yeah, but now I have a conflict of the Super Bowl. I have a conflict because I don't want to. Here's how I can explain it the best because I was talking to my father-in-law about it yesterday. It's watching a game. I got so okay. My junior year of college, I injured my shoulder really bad and missed most of the season. And the only thing that I could do was watch film, was ride a stationary bike and watch film. And I really started to understand a lot better the nuances of like X's and O's and why you would do this thing and why you would do that. And so now watching the game, I kind of watch it like that.
Mhm.
And I understand that is how I want to watch the game. So when I'm watching the game with someone and all of a sudden, if Jalen Hurts rolls out of the pocket and throws the ball out of bounds, and someone in the crowd's like, "Oh, what's he throwing it out of bounds for? Or what's he doing?" I I
You know
get
why.
filled with a
Yeah,
rage that I
yeah.
can't put into words. And so,
You can't watch with anybody. Yeah,
knowing my own faults.
that's smart. You watch by yourself, and I know that about you. I know, because I actually was thinking as I was watching the game with my family and, the kids are distracting my husband. They're doing their own commentary, and he was like, "Will you just shush? I'm listening to
Right,
the commentators."
right.
Um, I get. I'm like, "Oh, I know Crockett's watching this alone, so he can really like take it all in." By the way, that fight that was insane. I don't even know what happened. I want the behind the scenes. Actually, we don't have time for all that, but we need to talk about that later. About how well they got off from the bench between the 49ers and the
Yeah.
Eagles. There was concern from one of the commentators saying that, there's a chance that he could be fined. going into the Super Bowl for Wallace. That
Yeah.
was ugly. Like,
Yeah.
who
Well,
was thrown down? So one of the 49ers threw down which Eagles player?
Trent Williams threw down Kayvon Wallace
That's right. Well, yeah.
like a grown
Like, just
man would
grabbed him
throw a
and
small
threw him
child.
down like
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah. Well,
Crazy.
listen, you're getting your behind handed to you on national TV for hours on end. You're probably a little bit frustrated.
worked
Yeah,
up.
it was a very soft move. It was a very soft move by a very large man.
Yeah, that was
Um,
I mean, he had like a hissy fit.
yeah,
That's what
pretty
basically
much.
happened. So I
Pretty
saw them, I'm
much.
like, "Whoa!" I got on the edge of my seat, like, "What is happening right
Well, for
now?"
me, it was we were at that point. I felt comfortable to sit down at the table to eat dinner because I felt like the game was in hand. But
Yeah.
I stood up and I was like, "Everyone,
Yeah.
no one touch anybody. Nobody gets suspended for the
Right.
just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Just everybody move."
That was wild.
Um,
But anyway, hey, coming up this morning, taking a deep breath. Did you ever make a mistake? You're like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that just happened. It was rewinding in my head over and over. I broke my house on Thursday night. I broke it. That's why Crockett was in yesterday. I rammed my car into my garage and I know you're trying not to laugh, but apparently people were coming out of the woodworks of the mistakes that they've made like that. I don't know if it's going to show up, but you see that?
you definitely hit that pretty good,
Yeah,
babe.
it's pretty. I don't know if you can see what it looks like sideways. So I can't use my garage right now. Nothing like winter time not being able to use your garage. You have to fill out 2 claims when you have an accident like that too. One for the car, because the brand new car, it's not even a year old. It's cracked. It runs, but the house looks worse. It looks like it's because it's a brick facade. It looked awful, but I handled it. 2 claims, one for the house, one for the car. My husband didn't talk to me for a good 12 hours. It's pretty and I was mad at myself. I'm like, I can't what happened was I was startled. I was startled by a noise behind me. I turned around as I was pulling into my garage. It was like a knee-jerk reaction. I know you're not supposed to do that. I know you're not supposed to look behind you when you're driving, but it startled me. I made a quick look, and the next thing I knew, the wheel slipped, and I went right into the corner of the garage instead of in it. And I just stood there like, "What?"
Well, first of all, that garage came out of nowhere.
It did.
Problem number
It
one.
did.
But everyone's fine. There's worse things that could happen. I could understand your husband not wanting to talk to you for 12 hours. I could get a little bit of frustration there.
Yeah.
But things happen, and I'm sure that everybody ultimately came to the conclusion of this could have been worse.
I guess. It's a garage. I mean, at least it didn't go through the living room, as you said,
That's
but
true.
still,
Well, Selena,
still
so I was trying to make Selena laugh about the situation when she was telling me
awful.
about it, and she said, "Oh, well, I guess you usually go in through the garage." And she said, "Oh, I got to find the house key." And I said, "Well, why don't you just drive into the living room?"
Very funny. By the way, as I was looking for a key to go in and out of my house, the dog ran away because the door was
Mm.
open as I was testing the janitor size key ring that I have, looking for the key.
I
I'm like,
have
"Are you kidding
I
me?"
have zero doubt that you have a key to a lockbox that you had for your diary when you were 10 on that key ring. I have no doubt about it.
Oh, I don't even know what half those things do, and you keep them because you're like, it's gotta go to something, you know?
Yeah. But
Uh,
shockingly, I have to say, not that I'm condoning driving into your garage. A lot of people have done it.
yeah. I was
It's
surprised how many people, are coming out of the woodworks of mistakes that they've made like that. Turns out it's
coming out of the bricks.
hereditary in my house because, in my family, because my mom did that with the side view mirror. My sister, her car crashed into a shopping market. It 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 something happened that the car was not in park. She says, "In my defense, I wasn't driving when it happened. Yeah, because she was walking alongside on the sidewalk as the car was rolling into the supermarket and crashed through the glass.
So see, it could
Hereditary.
be worse. Yeah.
I
So
actually, she said that. I said, "Well, you say that. However, um, you don't live in the supermarket. I have to live in my I have to see it every day,
although living in the supermarket would probably be pretty fun.
I guess. Good
Dave,
food.
go Eagles. Kelly, good morning. Keith, morning to all the winning Birdhead fans. Go Eagles. Keith, happy Monday. Is it Friday, please?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you, brother. Dave, good morning. Have a great day. All right, everybody.
Yeah. Keith, yeah, and by the way, Keith, I'm taking the car in. It has its own little consultation today after we're off air. I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
take it because it says, like, yeah, the car took a beating. It's cracked on the outside, and you're right, things are probably all jumbled up on the inside, but, it's still drivable. But it goes in for its little doctor consultation, its car doctor consultation, um,
Appears as though your car needs a
this morning.
facelift. Well, you're good and you're fine and you're healthy, and that's
It
what's
just it
best.
just cannot snow all winter. It
Yeah.
cannot snow because I cannot reach the top of my car to take the snow off of
I
it,
just think
so
that this proves that you'll do anything to get out of work. That's the way I
that
look
is
at it.
ridiculous. Don't even give me that
You just
guilt
wanted
trip.
a Friday off. That's fine.
That is that is awful what you're saying. Because I didn't wanna take off. I was going back and forth. I'm like, "Let me think about it. Let me
Yeah,
think." I'm like, "I better take off. I gotta deal with
just
claims and insurance."
anything to get out of work with you, Selena.
Nice. What a way to make me feel much better. All right, guys. We have your fuel up this morning with Phillipsburg Easton Honda and Wawa. We're going to do that live on the air in less than a minute. So we'll catch you there.
Okay, bye. Hey, text us anytime, 610
Oh, that's right.
720 1007. You can text us on our phone number. And a big thank you to our friends at Children's Home of Reading, buildingkidslives.org. Check them out, as always, to do great things in the community. Help out in the community a little bit. The youngins